Good morning, bongos. Let me start the timer. Nice. Cool. Nice. Good morning. Hi. Welcome to stream. Oh, you know I could put the fishing. Let me open the fishing really quick. I have to turn on the redeem. Okay, turn that on. I have to open the game. I might have to reposition it. Did I sleep well? I think I did. I think I got like 8 to 9 hours. I'm pretty sure. I woke up at... It was either 10 or 11 p.m. I woke up and it was still Sunday. Oh, I need to log into Twitch. Okay. Okay. Fish. Fish. Wait, where is it? There it is. There it is. I'll put it over here in the corner, cause maybe I'll put it up here, I don't know. That's a good place. Hi, good morning, welcome in. Hello. Hello, good morning. Good morning, guys. How are you all doing today? Although it's Monday morning, isn't it? It is Monday morning, huh? Did I stream yesterday? I think I did. It feels like I didn't, but I did. But since the time, well. But hello, welcome. I wasn't gonna do working out today because I had some pretty hardcore thigh workouts earlier this morning, and my thighs still hurt, so I'm just not gonna. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Oh my god. Your name is so funny. Noble Gunner. Kinda love that. Kinda love that. Uku sent me something. Nice. Ugu's cooking something for us. She's doing a really good job of it. I love it. But yes, well, welcome to stream. Again, I'm not working out today because I did a pretty intense, thigh workout, and my legs hurt, so I don't really want to pedal right now. Not in the mood for pedaling. Nah, but it's good. It's a good sign. It means my legs are getting stronger. Yeah. They are getting stronger. Click. Click, 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 click. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Hold on, I need to check something. Holy, how old am I? I don't say my exact age just for my own personal privacy. But okay, so legally I am old enough to legally buy alcohol in the US. So I am not a minor. That's all. That's the important part. That's all you need to know. Yeah, no worries, I don't mind. I don't mind, don't mind. Yo, Mr. Ham, oh my gosh. Mr. Ham, thank you. Thank you so much for the 10 good to please. What the heck? Thank you. If anybody was gifted a sub, please make sure to say thank you. Jeez. Thank you so much. 200 years old. No, not 200. Legally, I'm gifting subs. You are so freaking sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. You found me there on TikTok. I've been posting there again because, oh, I don't know if you guys know this. So you're able to schedule videos, posting videos on browser, not on mobile. From what I remember, I don't know if they made it so you can do that yet or not. But before you could only schedule I think a week in advance from the day you were, the current date you were at, but they made it so you can schedule videos for a whole month in advance. And that is so extremely handy for me. Oh, shrimp toy. So extremely handy. Because sometimes I'll have, in the past I've had multiple shorts that I'll post every day, but there's more than just a week's worth. And then I'll schedule them for a week. But then I'll forget to schedule the rest of them after that week has passed. So, I'm really glad that I'm able to schedule more. Thank goodness. Ooh. Thank goodness. But anyways, besides TikTok stuff, how was everybody's start of their week going? I had a pretty good morning. I did my workouts. I played Marvel Rivals. I watched the first and second How to Train Your Dragon movies. Did I do anything else? I don't think I did anything else. Days are better. Yeah, we are really close. Less than 200. You start on Saturday. Ah, I see. Every Saturday through Wednesday. Interesting. So I feel like most people don't work on the weekends, but I've been meeting a lot of people who do work on the weekends. Which is, huma. Did I watch the Minecraft movie? I did not know. It looks a little bit silly. You work every other weekend? I see. Been decent so far, that's good. I'm ready for the live action. There better be some pretty epic shots. But if there's really epic and amazing action shots, then I'll be okay with it. 1 weekend every other month, huh? Interesting. I heard rumors that they're making the second How to Train Your Dragon movie in live action too. That could be incorrect, but who knows? A silly movie, not taken seriously. Right. Well, I think it's the target audience is for young kids, so it's not really meant to be like a meaningful story or anything. It's just supposed to be a funny kids movie. Yeah. Pilot or flight attendant? I have a cousin. Who's a pilot. I think that's really cool. Although, I don't know how nice it would be to be a pilot. It'd be cool to be able to travel a lot, but I don't know how much time you have in between to the places you travel to really like take in the sights or enjoy the place, you know what I mean? So now people are like, I'd love to be a pilot to travel to a lot of different places, but how much time do you have when you go to those places? I don't assume it'd be super long. It wouldn't take me, mental health issues. Yep, yeah, that makes sense because you're very much in charge of other people's lives. So if you're emotionally unstable, that's not safe. I'm the same way. I can't have an important job where I'm in charge of other people's lives. Not stable enough for that. If you have your own plane, yeah, I guess. That would be expensive. Good morning, Cosmo. Thank you for the alert, VCM. Thank you. Let me be. Okay, so I already planned for this week. I'm probably gonna take Tuesday and Thursday for rest days / days I work on some offline content stuff, cause I feel like I've been slacking on the offline content stuff. I'm lacking. Good evening. Hi, Mochi. Hello. Kind of in time today. Yes. Oh, it has only been 20 minutes, though, since I first started streaming. Meow. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos of people going around the new Universal Orlando amusement park. Oh my gosh, I want to go so bad. I think that's one of the reasons I rewatched the How to Train Your Dragon movies. Because the How to Train Your Dragon section of the park looks so good. Do I have any Halloween enjoyers in chat by any chance? I know some people are like super into the Halloween aesthetic. Personally, I'm not like super into it, but I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the Halloween aesthetic, but it's not my favorite. You hate Halloween, really? Oh, is it because scary things Ritsuki? I heard Halloween. Hi, Viper. Yes, Halloween. Halloween is kind of mid. Yeah, you hate scary things, right? I mean, to be honest, like Halloween is kind of meant for younger kids to enjoy, but there's ways that adults have made Halloween more enjoyable for themselves too. I know a lot of teenagers and college students will have like Halloween parties where they'll just drink and stuff, or like costume parties. Not really into that. I'm into like the classic Halloween aesthetic uh of like picking a pumpkin from a pumpkin patch and carving a jack-o'-lantern, baking the pumpkin seeds. Pretty yummy snack. And oh yeah, corn mazes. Yeah, corn mazes. Haunted hay rides, but it's not that scary. It's just kind of like a chill time. Also, like fall aesthetic incorporated with the Halloween stuff, like the leaves changing colors and it being more a little cloudy and sometimes rainy even. It's kind of like cozy. If that makes sense. Hello, Patty. Hi. Thanksgiving and Christmas are S tier. Christmas is my favorite. I'm actually listening to Christmas music right now. I'm not making you guys listen to Christmas music in April, but I will listen to it. April 1st and October 31st. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of April Fool's Day. If it's like classic silly pranks, then it's acceptable, but people have been, I don't know, recent years, there's just been a lot of recent quote pranks or like jokes that they're not funny. Can't believe anything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's annoying. Especially online too. Yeah. Yep. Which Christmas songs? Let's see. Michael Bublé. I like listening to Michael Bublé, and I'm also a big fan of Frank Sinatra and Andy Williams, Mariah Carey, Wham, Paul McCartney. Yeah, a lot of the older classic Christmas songs, not the newer ones. I think the only newer Christmas song I have on my playlist is the Kelly Clarkson's, what is it? Underneath the Tree. I think that's the only newer song I have. Everything else are like classic ones. Yeah. You like Andy Williams? I don't know what time period these songs are from. I just assume sometime in the past. Sometime in the past. What was that? I heard a noise, but I don't know what that was. Random apartment noises. I don't know if any of you have lived in apartment buildings before, or if you do, but since you have neighbors like usually above, below, and next to you, Sometimes there's just some random noises you hear. It's so scary. Yeah. There's a lot of like pipes running through the place. Like there's this one noise that I hear sometimes. That's like, I've heard it almost every day. I'm like, oh, that's the apartment noise. Apartment noise. Hello, Yuchi Chat. Hello, Crimson. Frank Sinatra Christmas album. When did they come out, though? 1957? That's from the 50s? Wow! Okay, how about Andy Williams? What time are you from? Oh, 1960s. Interesting. The golden ages. I am a big fan of music from honestly maybe earliest the 20s or 30s, maybe to like the 80s. It's a pretty big time period. But there's a lot of oldies music I listen to. Like there's a hour, like multiple hour long videos on YouTube that people make of oldies in another room, in another kind of ambience, like rain or summertime crickets or something like that. I like listening to oldies in another room, and usually the time period is from the 20s to the 50s for those songs. But otherwise, yeah. Carol dancing in another room. Classic. Ambient human noises, like ASMR to me. Pipe noises aren't fun. Yeah, sometimes I hear pipe noises. So you're talking about lyrics. Oh no. No, not this time. Click. It's the most wonderful time of the year. April. The most wonderful time of the year. Except it's not. You know why? Because April is tax season. Nobody likes taxes. Nobody. Your fridge starting to make random noises. Yeah, my fridge does that. I'm pretty used to it though, so it's not as scary for me. But yeah, taxes moment. I need to file a tax extension. Frick. Hi, Monty, welcome. Welcome. You have sensitive hearing. Oh, you can hear the fridge. Oh, that's so cool. Super hearing. I'm gonna drink water. I think it's finally gonna stop snowing. This week there's forecast for rain instead of snow. I think Canada is finally entering the real springtime. The snow is melting outside. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Also, I don't know if you guys are in Discord. I sent a video of I give Mochi some ice cubes in a little mini tub thing, and he is obsessed with ice cubes. He loves them so much. He loves just like pushing them around and playing with them. Yeah. I posted a video of him playing with some ice cubes yesterday in Discord. Ah, you're so cute. You're so cute. The only issue with ice cubes is if he pushes them around on the floor, they make wet spots and then I have to clean them up. Because it's typically not super great to leave wet spots on floors. Yeah. Sounds adorable. He's so cute, my baby. My baby boy. I wanna take Mochi to Ugu and Cody's place and introduce him to their cats. Yeah, I really want to. Ugu has a cat. His name is Yoshi. Yoshi is very playful and kind of around Mochi's age. Yeah. I think if we introduce them very slowly, I think they will be really good friends. I could see them playing with each other and having a fun time. Could be besties, yeah. I wanted to bring Yoshi to my place, but I think the issue with bringing Yoshi here is that Mochi has been a single cat since last summer, so he may be more territorial compared to if we bring Mochi to Ugu's place. She has 2 cats, so those 2 cats already know how to share their territories with each other, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I had a thought. What if one day I just go to Ugu's house and I drop Mochi off and I'm like, here you go. Here's the 3rd cat. Bye. I wouldn't do that. But the thought was funny in my head for some reason. How would you like a 3rd cat for free? The only downside is autism. You have to get ready. Get ready. Bye bye, Mitsuki. Bye bye. I would like to get a 2nd cat though. Maybe later this year. We'll see. Maybe next year. I don't know. We'll know what time. You're getting a new cat? Really? Nice. That's exciting. Yay. Click, click, click. Click, 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 click. Hi, Molly. Welcome. We are big chilling. I am pretty yippy today. Might be a shorter stream today than normal, but I'm kind of yippy. You have a name for him? Yay! Nice. A big hit with the EPs. Nip with the EPs. Tim Hortons has a pistachio white hot chocolate. And it's really good. It's really freaking good. I tried it this morning. They also have, they're making freezes now. Like, kind of like slushy kind of stuff. With their normal fruit drinks. And, I would like to get one. Ooh, golden crown. Really? Hi, Next. How you doing? Welcome. I can imagine like one of the freezes with the flatbread pizza would be a really good meal. Yummy, yummy, yum, 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 yum. Anyways, before I start zooming into the void, I was going to read horoscopes today. Yay! Horoscopes today. It's officially Aries season, by the way. Aries is the first zodiac of zodiac signs in astrology. So we're at the beginning. This is the beginning of the horoscope season. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna read horoscopes for all the signs. So it goes Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. So enjoy me reading these. Here we go. Yeah. After a long retrograde season, you're more than ready for a break this week when Mercury turns direct in your subconscious zone on Monday. Consider going back into hibernation as you try to piece together the last few weeks and move forward. Especially since you're ready to partner up and settle down with someone when the Libra full moon is in your partnership zone on Saturday. This is an ideal time. Oh, I thought it was a horny scope. This is an ideal time to make love, not war. As you learn to build back the bridges burned last month. However, remember to take things slowly as Venus turns direct in your subconscious zone on Saturday. Use the next few weeks to heal from the past so you can move forward later this season. Don't torture yourself with memories. It's time to live in the now. Dream about the life you want and start building yourself back up. Aries is going through some shit. It's okay, they're on a journey. Next up we have Taurus. Taurus horoscope. After a month of chaos, you're finding your community again when Mercury turns direct in your social zone on Monday. You'll find strength in numbers this week, so don't be afraid to slide into people's DMs, especially if it's an apology to replace broken technology. Oh, and replace broken technology. Oh, okay. Remember to focus on taking care of yourself and see how the habits you set for yourself last year are serving you when the Libra full moon is in your productivity zone on Saturday. Focus on your interpersonal habits and how you can nurture others as well as yourself. Put yourself out there when Venus turns direct in your social zone on Saturday. Because wishes really do come true. This is a great time to fall in love or develop dreamy friendships as you see the future through rose-colored glasses. However, don't spend so much time in fantasies that you fail to see the truth. Be Delulu, but not too Delulu. Just a little bit of Delulu. Hi Brett, welcome. Okay, next up we have the Gemini horoscope. After an explosive few weeks, you'll get back on track when Mercury moves forward in your career zone on Monday. Now is the time to put out the fires you started in your profession and build on new goals. What is your real dream job anyways? Hello Soliki, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm reading some horoscopes right now. We're currently reading the Gemini horoscope. Fortunately, you'll have plenty of time for fun when the Libra full moon is in your pleasure zone on Saturday. It's a great day to go out and enjoy all the pleasure spring has to offer. From going on fun dates to attending art galleries or concerts. Normie stuff. Especially as Venus finally moves forward in your public image zone on Saturday. Now that the retrograde is over, it's time to dream about the goals you want to achieve and the image you want to show the world. Make professional connections to help build your reputation. How am I doing? I'm pretty good. I'm kinda eepy today. And when I say kinda eepy, I mean really eepy. Extra eepy. Alright, next up we have the Cancer horoscope. Your spring break plans are back on as Mercury moves forward in your expansion zone on Monday. You're ready to open your mind and heart as you discover new things about the world. So this is a great week for spiritual exploration. Consider taking a trip that will help you connect with your culture. Especially since the weekend will feel like a family affair when the Libra full moon is in your home zone on Saturday. Whether you're settling into your home or hosting a family gathering, this is a great day to nurture your roots. Build that emotional security. Oh, we just did Gemini, just did Gemini. Relationships know no distance or zip code when Venus turns direct in your expansion zone on Saturday, because strong relationships can develop during your travels. Be open to the beauty of all things and you'll discover the world is a pretty amazing place. Rip, yeah, rip. The timing though. I forgot, I was gonna put text on the screen. Alright. Now you can see which horoscope we're reading. Ugh. Ugh. My throat feels kinda dry. I did vocal warm-ups, but I still feel kinda icky. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Stretch. Hello. Okay, next up, Leo. After weeks of fighting and after weeks of fighting and taboos, it's time to let go of everything that has been holding you back when Mercury turns direct in your transformation zone on Monday. Get ready for a week of emotional changes that could shake things up. Find a way to build your life up. With Mercury finally out of retrograde, you can put your big plans into action and share your ideas with others when the Libra full moon enters your communication zone on Saturday. This is a great day to speak your mind and work with others to bring your dreams to reality. Especially since the weekend awakens your deepest desires as Venus turns direct in your intimacy zone on Saturday. All the feelings you've been holding back bubble up to the surface. Relationships can transform into something intimate and long-lasting, so use this energy to explore deep emotions. Yeah, for the next 2 days, nice. Love that for you. Okay, next up, we'll do Virgo. Beep. Okay. Yeah, next up we have the Virgo horoscope reading. After a long few weeks of feuding, it's time to call a truce when Mercury turns direct in your partnership zone on Monday. This is a great time to go into problem-solving mode as you seek cooperation rather than competition. Mend bridges this week and share an emotional connection to move forward. All that saving and investing you did last fall could pay off when the Libra full moon is in your value zone on Saturday. Use this energy to remember your worth. Make sure you're not overly attached to people and objects. It could control your life. End the week by leveling up your partnerships as Venus turns direct in your partnership zone on Saturday. If your relationships survived last month, they're here for the long haul. It's time to dream about a future with people by your side. But make sure you take action to achieve it. Hi, Fool, welcome. We're doing horoscope readings, and then after we're gonna read some Am I the Asshole on Reddit, because those are fun. I find those entertaining. Those are entertaining. Hello, MBK. Hello. Noted. Also, you guys remember, I hope you've been studying about all of the notes on the lecture from last week, aka it was like yesterday. Just reminding you the test is later this week. Okay, here we go. Libra horoscope. After weeks of slacking off, it's time to clean up the messes that the retrograde and eclipse seasons have made when Mercury turns direct in your productivity zone on Monday. Focus your attention this week on building good habits and taking care of your mental and emotional health. Continue to practice self-care throughout the weekend when the full moon is in your sign on Saturday. This is a great day for some pampering as you try out new skincare routine styles or workouts. Talk yourself up and feel like your best self. Breathe a sigh of relief as Venus, your ruling planet, moves forward in your productivity zone on Saturday. Now that the planet is finally out of retrograde, it's important to get back into good habits and take care of yourself for the next few weeks. While it might not be easy to develop discipline, it will help you feel healthier and happier. Hi, Nappa. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I aim to fail it with flying colors. You forgot everything already? Oh no. Guys, it's been only like a day. You don't remember any of the things that's on the test? Oh no. Oh no. Scorpio. Something about hips and boba, yeah. Good morning, good morning. Need a refresher review? True. Maybe we'll do one later this week. We're talking about petite women again. Yeah, all of the things that I taught you yesterday, they're gonna be on a test later this week. I'm testing you guys. Okay, so next up we have Scorpio horoscope. After a stressful start to spring, you could really use a break as Mercury turns direct in your pleasure zone on Monday. Use this week to unwind and enjoy the hobbies and activities you love. From watching comfort movies to working on creative projects, just relax and appreciate the magic of spring. Especially since the weekend could bring some emotional baggage when the Libra full moon is in your subconscious zone on Saturday. It's time to get rid of anything that is holding you back, including relationships. Focus on your healing, even if you have to sacrifice some social time. Still, focus on having fun when Venus turns direct in your pleasure zone on Saturday. This is a great time to let your imagination run wild as you enjoy whatever the season has to offer. Allow yourself to be a starry-eyed lover as you take a gamble on life. Hi, Axel. Hello. You got everything down? You ready? Let's go. Good studying practices. Okay, Sagittarius up next. Okay. Alright, next up we have the Sagittarius horoscope for this week. After months of family discourse, it's time to start mending fences and building back emotional security when Mercury turns direct in your home zone on Monday. Use this week to focus on private life and find ways to get along with everyone. Spend the weekend in the spotlight with your friends when the Libra full moon enters your social zone on Saturday. Celebrate spring by hanging out and enjoying your community. things that you wished for last fall might appear in a windfall, so be open to miracles of all kinds today. As the retrograde melts away, you'll be longing for romance and connection when Venus turns direct in your home zone on Saturday. The next few weeks might have you living out your romantic fantasies through books and movies, or playing house with a lover in domestic bliss. Wow. However, remember to live in reality, not fantasy. Hi, Cookie. Seal, hi, welcome. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. Being petite and short? No, we mean petite body types. Women, full-grown women with petite body types, kind of like myself. Did we do Aries yet? Yeah, Berkeley, we did Aries at the beginning, because it's Aries season. Sorry. Happy birthday. Is it still your birthday? I have a really bad sense of time, and I don't know if it was yesterday or today. Vod time 07. It's today. It's today. Chat, can we get some happy birthdays, Berkeley, please? Please? Please say happy birthday right now. Say happy birthday right now. I'm gonna tail smack all of you. I don't know how many people are here. I'm threatening you. In a nice way. In a really nice and calm way. I hope you have a really good birthday though, Barkley. Hope you get to do some stuff you enjoy. Capricorn. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Magic Wizard birthday. Fun Wizard, happy birthday, fun, Magic favorite birthday cake. Wizard wishes you will make. Happy birthday dance with everyone. 2, 3, 4, birthday magic 1. And then when you say party, happy birthday. Wizard Magic School, Magic Wizard Magic Party. Do you guys know where that's from? Please say you know. Please say you know. Happy Wizard birthday, Magic Wizard birthday. Children eating cake inside their mouths. Where is it from? It's from Potter Puppet Pals. You guys don't know. Is it from Fortnite? Shut the fuck up right now. It's from Potter Puppet Pals. This is from like the early 2000s. All I know is the taking one. Oh, okay. I see. Well, anyways, happy birthday, and I hope you eat cake inside of your mouth. You never watched it. It hurts me. That hurts me. Am I old? Maybe I'm old. Rockboy, thank you for the 10 gifted subbies. Thank you so much. If you guys were gifted, anyone is gifted a sub, please make sure to say thank you. Thank you. Oops, sorry. What do you mean sorry? I can't believe you guys don't know that one. It's so good. I love the Potter Puppet Pals was so funny and unhinged. It's so out of pocket and extremely out of character, but that's what makes it funny. Anyways, Twitch ads are gonna start in like 5 seconds, just letting you guys know. So I'm gonna take a health break for a few minutes, and then we'll come back, and then we'll continue with the horoscopes. Not from the US, but the Harry Potter is from the UK. It's literally the UK. It's British. Is it really a US thing? It was a YouTube thing. I'm gonna look it up right now. Potter Puppet Pals on YouTube. 18 plus, yes, yeah. Fuck, bitch, shit. Motherfucker, sex. I said all the 18 plus things. Anyways. Potter Puppet Pals. What is their oldest video? 14 years ago. What's 25 minus 14? 11? 2011? Oh wait, really? It was an infant in 2007? Okay, anyways, I'm going on break. Be right back. See ya in a bit. Children eating cake inside their mouths. I'm back. I'm here. I turned 30 and my back hurt instantly. Oh no. Anyways, welcome back to me talking about old media from the 2000s. Yes. Anyways, it's called. Hold on. Okay, here's the link. Everybody go. This is this is this is this is me. This is me wishing Berkeley a happy birthday today. It's amazing. Wow. Y'all are uncles and aunties. Shh. Shush. Silence. Children eating cake inside their mouths. Anyways. For those of you who've been around for a while, most of you already know that I'm not a considered hag, but I'm not young. We're a solid smack dab in the middle, and that's okay. We like older women anyways. I know I do. I like older women. Yeah. I like women in their 30s. Yeah. I have a type. Did you guys know my friends are in their 30s? Older women are like fine wine. Yeah. Anyways, back to not birthday, but back to actual horoscope readings. Yuchi has a type confirmed. It's mostly just a joke. But you know, I'm not against it. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, onwards. We have Capricorn and Aquarius to go. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So, after a long few weeks, things suddenly become clear when Mercury turns direct in your communication zone on Monday. Now, out of retrograde, you're able to see the big picture again. This is a great time to take some short spring trips and get out into nature. Nope, I don't think I will. And think about the next steps. Connect with your highest self. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go into nature. No thanks. Then take a bow because today could lead to a major career milestone when the Libra full moon is in your reputation zone on Saturday. Yippee! I love when career success is in the cards. The goals you've been working on are finally coming together. Use the success to boost your public image. Okay. After a long retrograde season, it's time to have some deep talks to understand your loved ones better when Venus turns direct in your communication zone on Saturday. Don't be afraid to go deep. We're going deep, boys. One word at a time. It could really help you in the long run. Whee! I already touched grass last weekend. I don't want to do it every weekend. I already went out with my friends. I don't want to do it again. What if I just stream instead? I think I'll just stream instead. Yeah. not in this weather, exactly. Okay, next up we have Aquarius. After a few weeks of being in the red, you'll get serious about your finances when Mercury turns direct in your value zone on Monday. Focus on your money goals and take real steps to reach them. However, remember to put stock in your spiritual and emotional wealth as well. Spend the weekend getting out of your comfort zone when the Libra full moon is in your expansion zone on Saturday. It's a great day to take a trip that you've been planning for months, or learn something that could change everything. Leap and the net will appear. However, not to get too attached to things or people when Venus turns direct in your value zone on Saturday. While relationships are finally stabilizing, don't overcorrect by being clingy. Yeah. Devotion is important, but possessiveness can take over your identity. Remember who you are and what you stand for. I see. Hi, Eclipse. Hello. Pisces. Last one. Last horoscope. Here we go. After a taxing few weeks, you're finally free to be yourself again when Mercury turns direct in your sign on Monday. With renewed self-awareness, you can see who you are and who you want to be. Focus on your best interests as you build the dream life you deserve. Sharing is caring this weekend when the Libra full moon is in your intimacy zone on Saturday. The partnerships you made last fall can transform your life for the better as you continue to join forces. Bonds grow stronger when sharing a life together. As you come out of hibernation season, your relationships are in full bloom when Venus moves forward in your sign on Saturday. Be prepared for some extra attention as everyone seems to be interested in you. However, Pisces, remember to focus on self-care and pampering as you get ready for the rest of spring. Yippee! There we go. Okay, I'm gonna move over here. I got smaller. Nice. Fishing will go down there. I will move myself over here. Wow, Tails, you're here. Beep. Hi. Okay. We're gonna do some Am I the Assholes? Because I find these fun and entertaining. What is Am I the Asshole? I never knew. It's a Reddit, a subreddit where people post stories asking others if they are the asshole for doing something in a situation. Okay. So that means yes. That's what I mean. Alright, so am I the asshole for not covering my friend's meal when she ordered more? So me and a group of friends went out to eat after midterm. It was a casual place where you pay at the end, and everyone was ordering whatever they wanted. I got something small as usual because I'm trying to save some cash. So I had water and a basic pasta that was on special. Huh? That was on special. I don't know what that means. A few others did the same, but one of my friend ordered an appetizer, a big entree, and dessert. And she got a drink too. No judgment, she can do her. But it definitely added up. When the check came, she suddenly goes, suddenly goes, let's just split it evenly. I was like, what? I thought we were all going to pay for what we ordered. She said it would be easier and that's what we always do. Which is not true, by the way. Yeah, leech. I told her I only bought enough for what I eat plus a tip. She rolled her eyes and said it's not that deep and that I'm being cheap over a few bucks. But it wasn't a few bucks. It would have been almost double what I was planning on spending. I didn't budge and I paid for my stuff only. My other friends didn't care and split the bill evenly. Now she's being super passive and told our other friend that I embarrassed her in front of everyone and made her look greedy. But like, she assumed we'd cover part of her extra food without even asking. Am I the asshole? Hell nah. She is the asshole. The OP poster? Nah. Not the asshole, yeah. Hi, Coconut. Hi, welcome. But she is greedy. Yeah. Why did she even ask? Alright. Uh, Neo, hello! Neo, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Yuchi. We do some cozy chatting ASMR. We're currently reading Am I the Asshole stories on Reddit. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Yeah, hope you had lots of fun. But yeah, the friend who bought the extra food, 100% asshole. Alright, then we got am I the asshole for sending my niece back home after lying multiple times and smoking in my home. Huh? Like the niece did that? Wait, okay. I need the tea. Beep. Also, speaking of tea, next break I might actually make some tea. My throat is not feeling the best. Not feeling best. Okay, anyways. Am I the asshole for sending my niece back home after lying multiple times and smoking in my home? My husband and I were asked if our teenage niece could come live with us for a few months. We said yes and clearly stated what our rules would be. We don't allow minors to use drugs, alcohol, nicotine, and no one is allowed to smoke in our home. Smoking marijuana and vapes is something we know our niece has been doing, and my sister-in-law was aware of. For the first few months, everything went well. She was never a problem, and we loved having her here, planning fun things and taking her shopping. 3 weeks ago, we noticed a sudden change. She was avoiding us, and we were catching whiffs of a weed pen. We started being hyper aware of her behavior, and within a few days, noticed she was clearly high. We confronted her, and she told us the truth and handed over the pen. Fast forward a few weeks later, and we find out she's been smoking vapes in her room the whole time she's been here. When confronted, she lies. We have her multiple. No, we have her give her multiple opportunities to tell the truth, and she continued to lie. After taking away her privileges to her phone, gaming system, and iPad, and getting very stern with her, she hands over the vape. Man, if you give kids a choice of their phone/iPad or a vape, which one are they gonna choose? The phone. Kids are so cooked these days. Shit, bro. When we talked to sister-in-law about it, she wasn't on the same page with us and ultimately gave my husband, her brother, a lecture. A lecture? What? My husband and I decided that the best course of action was for our niece to return home, which is ultimately what she wanted because we live a few hours away from the rest of the family and all of her friends. We were very clear about our rules and what happened if trust was lost. My niece now hates me, even though this was a decision that both my husband and I made, and he has been the one who leads confronting her each time. I stepped in at the end of the conversation because the lies were absurd and enough was enough. We didn't have any legal guardianship of this child and ultimately felt that this was the best course of action to not damage our relationship with my sister-in-law and niece. But now I'm worried that it made it worse and maybe we should just have dealt with it. Depends on how old she was. She's a teenager. She didn't say how old she was. Maybe in the comments she says. Okay, so quick little story. I have a friend that I've known since I was a preschooler, and they have a younger sister who is currently in high school. My parents and her parents, they are very close. They're family friends. And my parents told me that my friend's younger sister has a weed problem. Like, she is basically addicted to smoking weed and vapes. And, personally, I never did any substances when I was a kid because I didn't think it was good. I don't know, it seemed overrated like as hell, and just like kids wanted to do it just because rebellious. I don't know. You weren't peer pressured. I had no friends. I only had a few friends. But vapes weren't super. I don't think they existed when I was in school. I think cigarettes and weed were the big ones. I had a couple friends who were kind of getting into weed, but no, I never. I hate the idea of smoke going into my lungs. That's what I mean. Okay, Grandma, let's get you to bed. Silence. Silence. Also, I never went to parties. There's a lot of parties that high schoolers had where they were drinking. I didn't go to parties. Shooting. But I do know when you're a teenager, there's a lot of shit going on for you. Like your body's changing like crazy. You have a lot of confusing emotions. It's very easy for teenagers to get addicted to doing like weed and vapes, smoking shit. So I think I can understand why this teenager was doing like vaping and smoking and stuff. I don't agree with it, but I understand why. Did I know babies were delivered by storks? Actually, babies are made from sex. I wouldn't call myself pure or anything. I just I'm I already have I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, a chronic autoimmune disease when I was like 7 years old. Why do I want to damage my body more than my body already damages itself? I'm just I'm just simply better than everyone. Sorry. Sorry to be a little bit god complex, but I'm kind of better than everyone. I'm not here to damage my body with like smoking and shit, okay? Okay? Most bit narcissistic. Look, I was a really, really good kid. Like all the other kids, they're going out partying, staying out late, drinking, smoking and shit. I did none of that. You know what I did? I stayed home, I did my homework, I went to sleep. Repeat. I was literally the best kid that you could ever wish for. When it comes to like behavior stuff, of like things you have to worry about kids doing when they're young. Yeah. No sex, no alcohol, no smoking, no drugs. Just stay home, do my homework. And once in a while, maybe hang out with my friends. Like, I don't know, we used to go get like boba or sometimes go to the mall. Okay, so could you please list out a few good qualities, ma'am? I'm better than everyone. Anyways, I'm just saying, I was a really good kid. Just saying. Also, no criminal record, didn't get in trouble, no violence, no violence, no crime. Yeah, I was literally the best. Anyways, are they the asshole for sending her niece back? I personally, I don't think they're the asshole for doing that. like I'm thinking back when I was a teenager, if I had an opportunity to move in with my aunt, and my aunt had rules of no like drinking, smoking, or drugs, it'd be very easy for me to follow because I don't do those. You know, I was on Tumblr. I was looking at all of those really cool aesthetic pictures. I don't know, bunch of gay shit. I don't mean that in a mean way, cause I'm gay. But anyways, Tumblr is known for being the gay website. Yeah. You know, watching anime, going on Tumblr, looking at all those aesthetic pictures. I love that so much. This was freeloading, should be doing chores. Hello, hi, welcome. Kids need boundaries, yeah. Kids need... I don't know. They need to be taught why doing these things is not good. Anyways, yeah, I say not the asshole. Oops. Yuchi says not the asshole. Beep. Oh, this one looks like it'll be spicy. I want to drink some more water. Yeah. Maple Story. I've never played Maple Story. I do have at least 3,000 hours in Overwatch, though. I'm so weird, guys. You know, I started as an FPS gamer. But yeah, games I play: Overwatch, Minecraft, Honkai Star Rail, Marvel Rivals. I've never played Maple Story before. And I used to play Genshin Impact too, like when it first came out. But then I got tired of it, so I stopped playing. Actually, no, I didn't get tired of it. I lost my 50-50 too many times in a row and I stopped playing. Have I played Wuthering Waves? I did when it first came out, but the gameplay was too much like Genshin, so I was like, nah, I don't want to play this. Eat. Lego Star Wars. Wow. Modern Warfare, no. I used to play Apex Legends. I tried to play Valorant, but the gameplay for Valorant is very different compared to Overwatch and Apex. Because Overwatch and Apex, you never want to shoot while standing still, because it's easy to get headshot that way. But in Valorant, you need to stand still to shoot the headshots, and I didn't understand. I'm not skilled enough for Valorant. You know, I'm into that Apex movement, sliding down a hill. Brrr, R99, here we go. Brrr, brrr, brrr. I love that. Run and gun, exactly. I love the SMGs. Those are my favorites in Apex. Anyways, am I the asshole for refusing to keep sending money for my partner's family? I, 29 male, am in a relationship with my partner, 28 male, who comes from a culture where parents are seen as infallible? Infallible? Chat, what does this word mean? Infallible? And can ask for anything without question. Cannot fail. Huh? What does it mean in this context? Capable of making mistakes or being wrong without fail? Oh, parents are seen as incapable of making mistakes or being wrong. I see. Okay, yeah, okay. When we decided to move to another country, my partner's parents generously helped fund the move. Over time, we managed to pay them back and even more than what they initially contributed. My partner's mother regularly asked for money for things like bills, office trips, or even luxury items like a new iPhone. This started as small this started as small occasional requests, but it's been ongoing for 3 years now. I initially managed to convince myself how it's fine and a little sum won't hurt, but lately it's been wearing me down. For context, we also cover other expenses like paying for legal fees for my partner's dad when he got into trouble. Oh, sending money for birthdays and even paying for my partner's brother's migration fees, which ended up being a waste of money. Not to mention money for chemo. His mom had cancer but is fine now, and random funds being sent for their afternoon tea. It sounds like an Asian household. I've tried talking to my partner multiple times about setting boundaries with his family. I've explained that this constant financial support is draining, and that if we continue like this, his dreams of buying a new car or a house won't be possible. He kept telling me he has dreams, which I sometimes hate when it turns into a rant how the cost of living has been getting worse. I've suggested he have a conversation with his mom and set some limits on how often they ask for money. However, he refuses to do this and says that I'm in the wrong. Oh, we should separate our finances. Am I the asshole refusing to send money? Oh my gosh. Chat? So I want to say, like, if I were in this person's shoes, I would not be. I'm stingy. I don't want to send money to these people's parents. Not the asshole at all. See, I don't think they are either. Like, if I had a partner and their partner's parents was always asking for money from us, I'd say hell no. Hell no. If I were a parent, my kid won't be a retirement fund. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We have to bend over, it's affecting personal life. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like because they're giving the parents so much money, they don't have as much for what they want to do anymore. And it's causing issues for them. You don't get more until you're paid back. That's a good rule. That's a really good rule. Yeah. I mean, I already know if I were in this person's shoes, like I'm stingy as hell. Probably because like I don't make a ton. You know, I make enough where I can pay my bills and buy food for myself. I'll be honest, I I spend most of my money reinvesting into content creation. Ah, like I reinvest the majority of the money I make into getting better quality stuff. Like last year, I got a new mic. I've been investing in an editor for my offline shorts content. That's a really good investment. And, like, stuff like that. Hmm. If the parents are in trouble and can, yeah, it sounds like the parents are not in trouble. And also, some of the money they're asking for is like a new iPhone or something like that. I don't know. Unless if your iPhone is like really, really old and it stopped updating. Personally, I don't see a reason to get new iPhones unless you need to upgrade your phone. It's like barely working anymore, the battery doesn't work and all that shit. So, yeah, I would say not the asshole. Nopers. Am I the asshole for telling my brother-in-law to stop picking on my kids or he's not coming on vacation? Uh, they need an iPhone to make their VTuber model more expressive. Just use V-Bridger. Okay. I have 3 kids. Rob, 16 male. Lisa, 14 female. And 9 female. Lisa is autistic and her special interest is Taylor Swift. Rob and Anne. I want to say something, but I'm not going to say something. Because it might be offensive. Rob and Anne go along with it and indulge her. They're good kids who care and support each other, and Rob and yes, Anne get attention and support for their interests too. Yeah, let's not. Yeah. Uh, my brother-in-law, my brother-in-law Hector's entire personality is trying to rile people. The whole, it's just a joke, bro. Oh, I hate people like that. I hate hatred. Hatred. No, it's not just a joke, bro. You're literally just a troll. Super childish, but whatever. He's family. Except my husband is out of the country, so I guess he thinks he gets to do whatever he wants. Schrodinger's douchebag. A few weeks ago, he started needling at Lisa by making fun of Taylor Swift using lots of childish name calling words, intentionally using the wrong words for fans and stuff. Just really immature kid stuff. Lisa knows that not everyone likes Taylor Swift, and some people even hate her. One of her best friends hates her. She's not unable to hear different opinions. She has her own. I'm sure she'd love to share with you all if you had 4 hours to spare. He would say, well, Swifters did XYZ. She would say, Uncle Hector, it's Swifties. she does the actually. Relatable. Actually. Oh gosh, that's something. This is something I have an issue with too. Sometimes people will post comments and the contents of their comments are like the information that the person commented is untrue, usually when it's related to me. And I fight the urge so hard to go, actually, you're wrong. Because, like, I don't want to be obnoxious. Please let me know who the asshole is, okay? Like, the person on Twitter who said I was breaking Twitch TOS with my shorts and my amazing thigh cam. Actually, I cover everything that Twitch wants to be covered. My shorts are not inappropriate in any way. They cover everything. So, I'm not breaking Twitch TOS. Actually, yeah. I want to reply to them, but I'm not going to. So I'll do it. I'll talk about it on stream instead. There are worse on shorts. That's what I'm saying. There's literally people in like booty shorts. I saw. Sorry, I'm being a little bit mean, but I don't mean to be mean. I'm just being like an example of there's other streamers who have more revealing outfits than I do, and they don't get banned or anything. So have a good night, guys. Thank you. As long as you don't show a nipple. Yeah, anyway, so, the workout shorts I wear are, very Twitch TOS. They're very safe, very acceptable. But yeah, I have to hold myself back on commenting, especially on Twitter, because people on Twitter, it's kind of a waste of time to try to fight somebody on Twitter. If you get the urge to fight someone on Twitter in the comments, just close the app, guys. You're wasting your breath. You're just don't give them attention. Twitter's just rage bait. Exactly. That's why my Twitter is the best. Cause I don't have any drama. I post Tommy pics. I post funny memes. My Twitter's literally the best. Just saying. Anyways, back to this. You don't say it again to needle at her. Rob was in the room. I was not. Rob said to him, "Why do you keep using the wrong word? She told you the right word." Hector said he can say whatever he wants to say. Cry about it. Bro, this grown-ass man said cry about it to a 16-year-old kid? Mods, remove this guy's balls. Tails, 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 I need you to do something. Tails, hey Tails, remove this guy's balls. Blink, blink. Please and thank you. This guy is not allowed to reproduce. And then after you do that, you have to milk him. Put him in the milking chamber. Rob said, "It just seems like you're going out of your way to upset Lisa." Rob asked her to finish what she was talking about and to ignore Hector. This is when I came into the room and Hector waved at the kids, said, "Roberta's getting real mad that someone's joking about mother?" Question mark? I wasn't in the room, so I didn't hear the comment about me, and Rob said I wouldn't get it. Before I could say anything, Rob said, "Bro, did you really just call me a girl's name? Are you 12? this guy's so immature. I put my hands up and said, okay, enough. Hector, stop. He said I'm raising soft kids who can't take a joke. This guy is... He's upsetting me. I feel upset. I feel upset. I feel very upset. I said he's being so effing rude and that he wouldn't be acting like this if my husband was home. I said that if he wants to still go with us to Colorado in the summer, like we were planning, he has to stop now or he's not coming. This set him off, of course it did. And he said I had no right to do that. Yes, I do. And that I'm being a controlling yak over Taylor Swift. I said no. Fuck Taylor Swift. This is about you being mean to your niece because her dad isn't home. That's exactly it. He said, fuck you and good luck next time we have a problem. You're on our own. He took his Costco chicken and left, and I swear he must have immediately gone running to my mother-in-law because she called me to ask for what really happened, and I sighed a lot. I asked her if I was overreacting. She said she just hopes we can work it out because that trip was all he had to look forward to since he was laid off from work. You know, chat, sometimes bad people deserve to have bad things happen to them. And they need to just live with the consequences. Sometimes they need that to happen to them. I hate causing drama in the family, so am I the asshole and out of line? Thanks for all the feedback. I have a path forward. It also needs to be said that some of you are just inventing an entirely new story involving Hector losing his job because he has a bad personality. This is entirely fictional. This didn't happen. His job laid off almost everyone because they are struggling with money, so likely won't recover. You know, chat, there's a lot of adults who are of adult age, but the mentality of a 13-year-old boy. Was the brother-in-law named Rob or Hector? Hector is the uncle who is being mean, and Rob is the 16-year-old kid. Yeah, Rob's one of the kids, the oldest brother. Yeah, Rob, Lisa, and then Anne. This story made me very upset. I am very upset right now. I may not sound upset, but I am upset inside. Upsetty spaghetti. What is this? Am I the asshole for looking? Am I the asshole for looking my girlfriend topless? Do you mean for looking at my girlfriend topless? Or... Huh? Damn it, it got removed. Fuck. I want to read that. Oh. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, anyways. Am I the asshole for not buying my stepdaughter a new car after she's repeatedly gotten into accidents? Am I the asshole for looking? My stepdaughter is not a good driver. She was not a good driver when she was a teen and certainly not as an adult. When she was first learning to drive, she did very fast hard brakes and repeatedly left her car lights on or left her car unlocked. When she first got her permit at 16, we gave her 2 rules. We would help her buy her first car, but she'd be on her own for car insurance, gas, and upkeep things. If she wanted a car, she needed to be the sole caretaker of it, and it was on her to ensure she was taking good care of it. Her brothers had the same rules. That's reasonable. 3 months into her being 17, she got into her first accident. It was her first time driving in the ice, and she slid. That's understandable. Her car hit another car. It was not a serious accident, but it caused roughly 1K in damages. 1K in damages. Her car drove for another 2 months, but the transmitter went out eventually. She bought it at 160-ish miles, so none of us were surprised it didn't last very long. When she was 19, she was in another car accident. While on the highway, a semi-truck tried to merge while riding next to her. She sped up, and during it, another car tried to merge right as she sped up. Oh my god, the car was totaled. That's so bad. Outside of whiplash and minor wrist injuries, she was okay. Because of this incident, we made her get her own insurance because our payment went up. Wait, I thought they said that she was in charge of her own insurance. Oh, for her first car. Okay. She doesn't have her first car. She was driving the parents' car. Got it. 3 weeks ago, she was involved in another accident, again on the highway. She was passing an on-ramp and a car coming on hydroplaned and lost control of a ladder in the back of its pickup truck. It again totaled her car. It could not leave the scene, and we had to get her to bring her back to college. The other driver broke his collarbone. She has whiplash, shoulder injury, and facial damage. Oh my gosh, police officer told her that it was not her fault, but obviously we had to wait for the insurance to make that call. When she got home from the ER, she asked for us to help her purchase a new car. She said that it's not practical for her to constantly walk everywhere until she can afford a new car. She makes $21 an hour as a CMA at a nursing home, so it won't take her long to buy a cheap car. From her apartment, it's about 1.5 miles from college, 0.25 miles from a grocery store, and 4 miles from her job. I think for the time being she can walk, ask for rides from friends, or use an app. We don't have public transportation, but lots of sidewalks. She can walk entirely from her apartment to class, most to a store, and on and off from her job. I see. My husband wants us to purchase a new car and have her pay us back. I don't think this is the right move. To date, the only time we have ever helped buy a car was when they all started driving and we only paid half. She only saved $2K for her first car, so we only gave $4K for a new car. One of her brothers saved up $10K, so we gave $10K. If we started doing this now, we will walk down a very expensive walk. Oh man. Twitch ads are gonna play soon, by the way. I need to think about this one. Skill issue. Accidents are irrelevant. She could buy her own car. Yeah. Ubers exist, exactly. Okay. I'll be back. I'll go on a health break. I'll be back. Yes. I've returned. My heckin' glasses are annoying me. Ugh. Hi, thank you for waiting for me. I refilled my water bottle. Well, I am so blind without my glasses. That's crazy. Anyways. Okay, guys, so back to this story. I think they are not the asshole. Personally, cars are a lot of responsibility. Like, they're expensive. A lot of responsibility. There's a lot of things you have to take care of. Oh, my eyes are itchy. Sorry. Bad feeling. I understand, like, I grew up in a rural area with not good access to public transportation. So I understand, like, if you're in a rural area, it's more of a necessity to have a car. But it sounds like the only place that it might be hard for her to drive to is work, and like you can get an Uber or ask for a friend to drive and stuff. So cars are more of a privilege. Yeah. I agree. But yeah, like if I lived in an area where I had a very walkable distance to like a grocery store and stuff around me, that'd be amazing. That'd be awesome. Cars are a necessity in the US. Yeah, if you live in a rural area, definitely. If you live in a city and everything is close by, bus or subway, then it's a lot easier to not have a car. But a lot of rural areas, you need a car, yeah. But it said, like, the story, there's a lot of sidewalks everywhere, so it's very walkable. But yeah, anyways. Am I the asshole for telling my wife she can't cook? I, 29 male, have been with my wife, 28 female, for 8 years. And meals are just about the only place of contention in our marriage. But I'm scared she's gonna kill someone someday. Background. We split the cooking in our house 50-50, but when she cooks, I feel like I have to watch her like a hawk. She undercooks just about everything, especially meat, and no matter how many times I try to politely correct her, she claims I'm being picky. For example, every time she makes rice, I just can't convince her it's 1 part rice and 2 parts water. She always says, "Are you sure? That seems like a lot of water." Or, "Maybe that's how you like it, but I don't want it so mushy." The package in Google won't convince her either. And I just swallow my pride and eat the crunchy rice every time. Oh no. It's like that with everything: pasta, veggies, bread, meat. The thing is, I wouldn't care so much if it was just me, but she always wants to cook for our friends. She really prides herself on her cooking and wants to make everything herself. I just trail behind her trying to make sure it's all edible. But there's usually a few dishes that end up being drastically oversalted or undercooked. Our friends will politely eat, but I noticed they've been coming to fewer and fewer invitations for dinner. Oh no. Things all came to a head the other night, and when she went to put some chicken in the oven, as I was hopping in the shower, when I came out, she pulled the chicken out and said dinner was ready. I was skeptical and told her that it had only been like 10 minutes. She said she pan-seared it first, so it was fine. But when I came to look, the sides were literally pink. Oh, I snapped a little and told her she's gonna kill someone one day for serving them raw meat. Can't you see that? It's pink. That's food safety #1. She said she thought it was done. And it's not her fault. Her mother never showed her how to cook chicken growing up. I then told her, well, you're almost 30. That's no excuse for not knowing how to cook at all. Ooh. Needless to say, she was pretty upset with me, and I probably could have been nicer, but I've been nice about it for 8 years, and nothing has changed. Am I the asshole? Okay. I'll be honest with you guys. If you can't be honest with your partner and you've been married for 8 years, in my book, that's kind of a deal breaker. I need to be able to have open communication. Like, if something the other person is doing is bothering me, I need to be able to directly communicate it with them, and I need them to not be mad at me, and I need them to listen. And vice versa. Like, if I was doing something that was bothering my partner, I need them to be able to directly tell me. But yeah, 8 years of bad cooking would literally kill me. Also, I want to point out, she said she thought it was done. It's not her fault. Her mother never showed her how to cook chicken growing up. Her mother never showed her how to cook chicken growing up. Okay, so how do you expect to know how to cook chicken if you were never taught? Hello? Do you think you could just magically know how to cook something? Just saying. Yeah, watch YouTube videos or something. This this sounds like this sounds like a kitchen nightmare situation where the cooks make really shitty food, but then the owners are like, our food is amazing. Yeah, our food is really good. Everyone loves our food. But then they have like no customers ever. And everyone sends their dishes back to the kitchens, and yeah. Me, 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 me. Acting like the internet doesn't exist. It's Gordon Ramsay moment, yeah. I don't understand how you can make food that's not edible and expect people to like it. They're Delulu. They just don't know. They have an ego. For some reason. I've made food for Ugu and Cody before, and I've made food for Ali before. Sometimes it turns out really good, but other times, once in a while, I made something for Ali and it didn't turn out super great. But Ali's my friend, and she was able to tell me, it's not the best, but she'd still eat it, kind of thing. For reference, I never really learned to cook. I never really learned to cook. My mom offered to teach me how to cook, but I just really didn't want to. The important thing is you tried. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, not the asshole. I don't think he's the asshole for that. Which is not a good thing. It's fine. It's fine. You just know what you like, okay? You just know what you like. You know, I'm a picky eater too. So if I don't like something, I'm not gonna eat it. But you know, mostly I would say 90% of the things that I cook for myself, I am willing to eat them. So that must mean I'm decent enough. Passable, passing grade. What about the other 10%? We don't talk about the other 10%. The other 10% goes into the trash can. And then I order McDonald's. Yeah, then I order McDonald's. Or I make ramen. Learn by trial and error. Exactly. Trash can is happy to eat it. You know, I bet there's a really happy raccoon that'd be happy to eat my failed attempts. That's you, Tails. But also, like, actual raccoons. Because they like digging around in trash cans. Died young, what the heck? No. I think my food is pretty good. It's not top tier. It's not professional chef level, obviously. But it's edible and it tastes pretty okay. Not great, but okay. Okay is significantly better than bad. Yeah. What can I make? Not a lot. Not a lot. I think the best dish I make is curry. Yum 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 yum. Yeah. I make curry with. I'm mostly vegetarian, so I do potatoes, carrots, and tofu. And then I make curry, and then I have a rice cooker because I'm Asian, and I make some white rice, put it with the curry. Nom 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 nom. I really like making the potatoes very, very soft, kind of melt in your mouth, kind of. Yeah. Melt in your mouth, kind of texture. I really love potatoes with curry that melt in your mouth because the potatoes themselves melt with the curry sauce, and it's so perfect. It's so perfect. Ah, yeah. Okay. Anyways. So you only need to clean one thing. That's really smart. Who's the asshole? Who is the asshole? I'm the asshole for not sharing my savings account. Huh? I'm not a big writer, but basically one of my family members is upset with me because I have grown a savings account and they feel like I should be helping them. Mind you, they are older than me. He has a steady job and all. They want to spend their money on new vehicles and gadgets. I'm saving to buy my first house, but I'm over here being guilt-tripped. Not the asshole. Nah. Definitely not the asshole. No. Yeah, right? It's entitlements. Yeah. It's like, we're family, so you should give me the money that you worked hard to make. Like, come on. Yeah, I wanna hear this one. Am I the asshole for playing volleyball on the day of my sister's wedding? Hmm. Hmm. I'm 18 female in my school's volleyball team, and we had a match scheduled for the day of my sister's 24 female wedding. The game was early in the morning, the wedding would be at night, so there would be no conflict. Nice. Anyways, some relatives of ours who were in town just for the wedding heard me talking about the match and chose to go. It was their decision. I only mentioned the game, but I didn't invite anyone personally. After the game, I come home. My team had won. Nice. I was excited, and some of our relatives were asking me about the team and whether I plan to continue to play when I'm in college, etc. My sister was already there. She chose our parents' place as her HQ, and I could instantly tell she looked upset. Oh no. When we were alone, I asked her what the problem was. I thought something was wrong with the wedding planning at first. And she went out on me about how this was supposed to be her day, and I made it all about me when I chose to play. And when I told our family about it, wow. I told her I can't control other people's reaction and that I didn't insist for anyone to come, but she was still upset. We couldn't continue the conversation because she was about to get her hair and makeup done. We get to her wedding, and of course she had other things on her mind. But after the ceremony, I went to hug her and her husband during the party. And I told her a brief, I still want to talk to you about today. But she just said, now it's not the time. And that's where we are now. We didn't talk any further. Am I the asshole? Hmm. 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 I see. I see. Hmm. Lisa's sister didn't restart the argument post-wedding, yeah. I don't think she's the asshole. Sister has jealousy, yeah. I don't know. Hmm. I understand, like, if it's your wedding day, you want it to be about you. But, like, I don't know. If anything, like, if I had a younger sister and, you know, if I was in the sister who was getting married shoes, if I had a younger sister, I don't know what their relationship is like. But if my younger sister won a volleyball thing with her school, I'd be really happy for her, you know? If I wasn't busy, I would probably want to go too. Supporting family, good. But, I don't know exactly my thoughts, right? Yeah. Mm. Like when all the relatives were asking her about volleyball and stuff, I'd probably want to join in or at least listen in and stuff. It's a bit too emotional to reply. Yeah. It's her day after all. Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, she didn't intentionally. Oh, you know, even though she didn't intentionally steal it, she still stole it by, like, it makes me think of. Sorry, my brain is trying to make connections to how it might be relatable to me. So, Um, sometimes, sometimes I will be lurking in other VTuber streams or like my friend streams, and once in a while I will comment or like say hi and stuff. And sometimes people in my friends' chats will start asking me about like when am I gonna stream next, or um ask about my content and stuff. Um just just like for my own the etiquette that I follow, I'll always tell them I'll either ignore them or I will just be like, uh here's not this isn't an appropriate place to talk about my stuff because we're in another streamer's channel and this isn't about me, this is about this person's stream. You know what I mean? Mm. So yeah, that's how I see the situation, as what my brain making connection thing. Like the sister who played the volleyball could have probably been like, I'll talk to you about it another times, but let's go talk to my sister who's getting married today, or something. Mm. Kind of like an etiquette thing, because, like, yes, this is her big sister's wedding day, and all of the family is talking about her volleyball instead of the wedding. So I definitely can understand how the big sister might be feeling kind of upset. Mm-hmm. Right, etiquette, yep, yep. She chose to schedule it. Well, I don't think any of the kids get to choose what the schedule is, because she's in high school. But it worked out good because the volleyball was in the morning and the wedding would be at night, so they wouldn't collide. So that wasn't an issue with any timing and stuff. Relatives could also have overblown the volleyball conversations. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So yeah, I think I understand both sides and like how they both felt. Realistically, I think it's just a unfortunate timing kind of thing. You know, like their school happened to have a volleyball match on the day of the sister's wedding, and then all the family heard about it, so they wanted to go and stuff. So I think no one is the asshole here in particular. There's just a unfortunate conflict, unfortunate happenings. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, next one. Am I the asshole for telling my dad's wife I'm sorry, but she's not my mom? Question mark? Huh? Good night, Mr. Ham. Good night. Eat peace well. Okay. Also, hi, Philly. Hello. Sorry, I was going on a rant when you got here, I think. Telling your stepmom, so telling your stepmom is not your mom can be hurtful, but it's the truth. Yeah. I, 16 male, was the product of what is pretty much a friend with benefits type of relationship between my dad, at the time 33, and my mom, at the time 22. Dad at the time 33, mom at the time 22. That's that's an age gap. Someone likes. Look, guys, I'll be honest. I personally don't have a problem with age gaps. This one, it's not illegal yet. It's not illegal. But this one is pretty a bigger age gap than it's larger than some. You know, personally, when I was 22, I had nothing figured out for myself. I didn't know who I was, who I wanted to be. I had a really bad sense of identity. I had low self-esteem, etc. Now this isn't the case for all 22-year-olds slash early 20s people, but your early 20s is a very difficult time in your life. Mm. 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 I miss the thighs. It's okay. Thighs will be back probably on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the rule of 7, right. Okay, anyways. Basically what I'm saying is that, like, I couldn't imagine being with somebody who was significantly older than me at 22, basically. I couldn't imagine. Size will never happen again. Yeah, thighs will be back, but I'm taking a rest today. I did a pretty good thigh workout earlier this morning, and they still kind of hurt, so I'm not pedaling, I'm not exercising. Giving them a bit of a break. Anyways, my mom didn't want to be a mom. Understandable, because you're fucking 22. Yet my dad didn't want my mom to abort. Okay, not your decision. From what little I have been told, there was an agreement. My mom would leave. My dad would raise me on his own. But if she wanted to, she can come back into my life whenever. Guys, I'll be honest, this sounds not great for the kid. This sounds not the best for this child. Yeah, it sucks for the kid, exactly. Like, having one parent is, you know, it's tough. It's tough. Not having your other parent in your life, like never meeting them or never growing up with them not raising you or being there for you, like, that's tough. Yeah. Not great for the kid, yeah. That sounds terrible. I feel bad already. The first 7 years of my life were just my dad and I. He didn't date any other women. It was just two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Okay. And his family. I remember my mom would send me gifts on my birthday. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice of the mom to do. She didn't even need to do that. And Christmas with letters attached. I remember members of her family doing the same. Aw. When I turned 7, my mom came back. I started spending time with her. She would take care of me. Oh, no, she would take me to parks, zoos, and aquariums, etc. I also met her family. I love this, although I now know my dad didn't like the fact that my mom randomly showed up out of nowhere wanting to spend time with me. Although he did soften up to it over time, I still have contact with my mom. I don't see her as often as before, but I still love her and see her as much as possible. That was literally part of the agreement. She could come back into my life whenever. It's literally part of their agreement. Okay. Anyways, there was no conflict due to this situation at all until when I was 14, my dad met a new woman. I will call A for this. A and my dad started dating when I was 14, married when I was 15. What? They got married after dating for a year? Hi, Frosty. Hello. That's a recipe for disaster, too. Yuppie. Okay. So, hey, okay, chat. Just checking in with you guys. Like, are we in agreement that the father of this kid is not the best person in the world? He proposed after 3. Okay. Okay, married when I was 15. A brought her twins, 15 male for both, from her previous relationship into her marriage with my dad. I have a good relationship with both of my stepbrothers. That's good. I have a decent relationship with A, but two things always bugged me. He really isn't. Okay, I'm glad we're all on the same page here. 1, how my dad seemed to rush into marrying. Yes. He proposed her 3 months into That's very interesting. I see. He was desperate. I assume so, probably. Okay. 3 months into their relationship. 2, A wanted me to call her mom literally the day I met her. That's a red flag and a half. She had 2 reasons for this. 1, I didn't have a mom and I need one. Blink, blink. 2, she wants our family to be more united. I always just shrugged this off. I got away with it because when my dad married A, it's like he forgot about me completely and didn't care about me. I also felt like it wasn't my place to complain. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for this kid. This poor kid. That's the context. Okay, yeah. That's the context of all of this. We're a year into Dad and A's marriage. A's birthday is coming up. posted a day ago. She's an Aries, guys. She's an Aries woman. All of us bought her a gift, but she says she doesn't like physical ones. Physical? Wait, what? Verbal gift? Oh, okay. And also, she also said she wants a more verbal gift from me. Last night at dinner, I learned what this was. She asked me if I say yes to letting her adopt me so she could be my mom. Of course, it caught me off guard. I said no. I already have a mom. A doesn't like the fact I talk to my actual mom still, and she said that she's my mom because she's at home with me every day and is married to my dad. Then called my actual mom a part-timer in my life. I told her no. I'm sorry, I can't be her son, but even if my actual mom is a part-timer, she was there for me a long time before she was. I received an angry scolding for this from both my dad and A. A specifically has been cold towards me since then. I'm struggling to comprehend this and need to ask anonymously if there's anything wrong here. Oh my god, this poor kid. This kid is only 16 years old. He's been through so much shit. Let's look at the comments. She's only been around for how long and she wants to call your mom a part-time mom? Projection much. Edit. She's been here. She's been there for an eighth of OP's life. She should try and see where she can fit, not shove a square peg. Yes! Not shoving a square peg through a round hole. Literally. Oh, guys. It makes sense that the asshole dad marries an asshole woman. So they're literally just two assholes in an echo chamber being like, yeah, I'm not an asshole. We're not assholes. We're good people. And they say that back and forth to each other, but everyone knows they're assholes. Ah, I see. I see. Yeah, trying to force a mother-son relationship when there isn't one. Wow. That's crazy. Poor kid. I feel so bad for him. Asshole x asshole. Asshole squared. Wait, asshole squared. Does that make anal? Ha 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 ha. I made funny joke. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. What do you mean, huh? You guys don't like my joke? Ask to ask. What does it mean, streamer? It means ass. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for putting up with me trying to be funny. You know, guys, I try to be funny sometimes, but doesn't always happen. Sometimes the jokes fall flat. And everyone's just like kind of silent and looks at me like, okay. Okay, Yuchi, whatever you say, buddy. The goat's being a little bit funky again. She's literally me. I tried. Wait, this was posted 6 minutes ago? Damn. No, it's locked. What the hell? Damn. It was about SCP stuff. SCP stuff is so interesting. I love that stuff. Do you guys like watching SCP videos? You know, the videos where people explain the different SCPs and like what they do and stuff? Do you like those videos? I've definitely binge watched some of them in the past. Yeah. He was too much of an asshole, yeah. Yeah, you like SCP? Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one. You watch them sometimes? They live alone, they're too scary. That's understandable. There's a noise outside. I don't know what it is. It might be an SCP. It's going. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think it's a child. I did a really good job. I did a really good job matching the pitch of what it sounded like, though. That's a fun thing I can do. A random talent that I have. If you make a sound with a certain pitch, if it's in my vocal range, I can match it. I don't know if that's a talent or not. Maybe normal people can do that, but... Hehehe. Not a child. An SCP's outside. Speaking of SCP, there's this one SCP that I think about sometimes. The SCP is literally a pond. It's a pond and it shows you like bodies floating to the top, and it makes you think the bodies have faces of people that you know in your life, like your friends and family and stuff. But you have to repeat to yourself, I do not know the bodies in the water, or something like that, because it's just to lure you in, basically, and then it like traps you and drowns you, I think. Yeah, you do not recognize the bodies in the water. Yes, that one. Yeah, I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Yep. Because if your brain starts being like, oh my gosh, I recognize that person, then that's how it starts trapping you. So you have to be like mentally strong. Be like, I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Yeah. What happens if it traps you? I think it drowns you, because it's a lake. Still water? No. And walk away from the pond. Yeah, walk away. Drowning? Yeah. Well, basically what it does, it makes you see bodies of people that you think you know, so you go into the water to try to rescue them or drag them out, but that's how it traps you into the water and drowns you. Yeah. SCPs are dangerous, guys. Yeah. Yeah, you become one of the bodies. Exactly. Don't see shit. Exactly. And I heard that since it's literally a body of water, what they do is they have it fenced off, and they have people making sure nobody gets in so nobody dies. the people who are around the perimeter are at a safe distance, so they aren't affected by the SCP. But they make sure like nobody gets in, cause they will get yoinked. Anyways, yeah, that's the one SCP that I know about. I remember learning about a lot. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Refusing to take care of my husband's medical equipment. Ah. Hello, hi. Welcome, Carlos. Are there tentacles in the water? That's a good question. Ayo, hentai? TikTok brought me here. Welcome from TikTok. My mom wants me to give her money she gifted me back. Okay, that's already yabe. Actually, maybe I should stop reading them. It's almost 3 hours. I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired of my bullshit. I'm tired of the bullshit that I'm on. Oh, I'm sleepy. Da, da, bum, da, bum, ba, bum, da, bum, ba, da, bum, bum. Ba, ba, bum. The Christmas is coming out. Christmas. Anyways, I'm going to go do my Honkai Star Rail dailies and probably go to sleep soon. Thank you for watching, everybody. I paused the timer. Yippee! 261 days until Christmas. Let's go! Yippee! Socials, yeah. So anyone new, if you'd like to follow me on my socials, please do. Yeah, I'm gonna take tomorrow off because I need to work on some offline content tomorrow. So I'm not gonna stream tomorrow, but I will stream again on Wednesday. Yeah, I'll stream again on Wednesday. Yeah. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'll have my amazing hand slash thigh cam. You can watch me work out for like 3 to 4 hours. It'll be great. And I'll get really tired. I like reading these the asshole things with you guys. Yeah. Hi Rex. Hi. Okay. See you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching. I enjoy spending time with you. Haha. I'm me. Okay, bye.